So my first question would be about the fact that EX60 is the successor to the XC60, so it's a challenge. XC60 is Volvo global backbone. So for a current XC60 owner who loves its do-it-all nature, what is the most tangible improvement they will feel? Does the SPA3 platform, for example, allow for more spacious interior or better handling than the XC60, given that the combustion engine constraints are gone?
That's a good question because I believe that the EX60 and XC60 are complement to each other. So the EX60 will be capable of doing everything that the XC60 can and a whole lot more. Because of the SPA3 architecture, we actually have even more space in the car. There's more space in the cabin because the EX60 comes standard with a panoramic roof. So there's no steel roof, so it brings a lot more space into the car. It also has a bigger second row, much more bigger than the XC60, and it has individually reclinable rear seat. So we have much more comfort for the rear seat passenger. And it has a bigger luggage compartment than the XC60. So it should be capable of doing everything and a whole lot more. The car can also tow up to 2 tons. So you can bring your boat with you if you want to on the EX60. So just because it's an electric car, it will not have any compromises. It should be able to do everything that the XC60 can, but it's fully electric.
You mean it won't replace the XC60?
There will always be, for a few years at least, we see that there will be customers who are still not ready to make the choice to go fully electric. If you're ready to go fully electric, this is the best electric car that you can pick. It's got the best range, it's got the fastest charging, and it's going to also have a great price. But if you don't have the infrastructure, if you don't have access to home charging, then we still want to be able for you to pick a Volvo. It's great Scandinavian design, our commitment to safety. So the XC60 will continue to live its life, yes.
Okay. When designing the EX60, what kind of life did you imagine? Not just what kind of car?
That's a good question. Today, if you look at the XC60, it's a family car. It's the biggest addressable market that we have because the EX30 is a smaller car. It's very fun to drive, but it's still a small car. The EX90 is a flagship car. It's a bit too expensive for all of our customers. This is the perfect car for families. No matter families of any shape or size, whether you have kids, you have dogs, you have whatever. So we wanted to make a car for families, but families who like the Scandinavian design. It's when you see the car later today, you will see that it's much more open, it's more elegant, it's more simplified, it's more sophisticated in terms of technology. So that's the sort of embodiment that we wanted this car to bring.
Okay. For my second question, I will be to a more technical component. So the structural battery is cell to the chassis and its repairability. With the cell to chassis and mega casting technology, the battery is now structural part of the frame.
That is correct.
While this increases stiffness and range, it raises concerns about repairability in the event of a significant side impact or structural damage. Can individual cells or modules still be serviced, or does the integrated nature mean a full chassis battery replacement is the only option?
That's a good question because it's a choice that we have to make because we wanted to make a car that's light, that's well integrated, that can charge really fast but still stay at a certain price point, and therefore we choose to go for the cell-to-body technology. This means that the battery is going to be sealed for life. It's going to be, again, we will not need to service the battery. There is some part of the battery which needs service, which is the electronics, in case there's something that happens with the electronics. Those parts are going to be accessible easily for the workshop. But the cells in the battery, they're going to be sealed, and they're going to be the floor of the car. This also means that we take into consideration what happens in case of a crash, that we don't disintegrate the battery so easily. The rest of the car will try to absorb the load and try to protect the cells for 2 reasons. One, we don't want to damage the cells because of the serviceability, but more importantly, we don't want to damage the cells because of the passengers who are going to be in the car. That is the floor of the car. So it's the battery itself is sealed for life, but Volvo cars will offer 10 years warranty on the battery. And the reason we're able to do that is because we are building the battery ourselves. It's not coming from some supplier somewhere else. The battery is being built in the same factory where we built the car. We have much more knowledge and much more confidence, which we want to show by offering a 10 years, 240,000 kilometers warranty on the battery.
Sorry.
Who was the EX60 designed for? Was there a specific lifestyle or user profile you had in mind?
Well, I think the EX60 is designed for any of our progressive customers who are really looking for a fully electric car. Because no matter what kind of family or what kind of lifestyle you have, the car should be able to adapt to you. I could give you one small example. It doesn't sound like a very big thing, but we notice that a lot of our customers have a bag, they have a handbag or a laptop or something. There's never a place in the car to put it. Like when you come to the car, you put it in the seat or you throw it in the seat behind you. So you will see later today that in the EX60, there's actually space that we've created, which is specifically designed for you to be able to have your bag. It's a very conscious choice that was made in order to bring those kind of small things to our consumers.
About the second question, is just one more detail. When now you're using mega casting, the fact that you have a big part, when this part is damaged by an accident, is it possible to repair it? Do you have it to replace all the part?
So we wanted to do mega casting in a safe way. So the way we've done it is that the mega casting part, the rear floor, that's not going to be the first thing that is going to get damaged in case of a crash. We've also redesigned all of the other parts around so that it can take the crash load. So let me put it this way. If this was a car designed without mega casting and you had such a bad impact, you would have to sort of write off the car anyway. So that's the level that you would have to have a crash in order to damage the mega casting.
Last question about the software on Edge. This is the cloud. The EX60 is now a software-defined vehicle.
Yes.
With deep Google Gemini Live integration.
Yes.
In markets where high-speed automotive data roaming can be inconsistent, how much of the vehicle core intelligence, such as the AI-driven safety features and voice assistant, is processed locally in the car to ensure the premium experience remains seamless when offline?
That's a good question as well. Because there is a reliance on connectivity. The technology is getting more and more advanced, and which has a certain dependency on the connectivity. So when we begin with, we will have Google Gemini, which has a cloud connection. But eventually, we are also working together with Google to bring as much of this as possible on the chip, which is for two reasons. One is like you, when you say that you're offline. But the other thing is also from a data perspective, we want to retain personal data on the car without having to send it up to the cloud always. So we will be able to do much more use cases, open up much more convenience for our customers when we have more of the AI capability on chip. Everything that the car, all of the functionality that we have, like the driver assistance and so forth, which is also using AI models, those are completely on the vehicle level itself.
Guys, sorry to interrupt, but we're actually out of time.
And last question, please.
Quick,
Yes.
one more question.
Yes, of course. What does a car mean for today's urban individual and new generation? How does the EX60 respond to this shift?
Customers today, I'm also a millennial. I cannot be bothered with sort of haggling with retailers and having to configure a car and 45 different choices. And then once you make all of these choices and then you realize you go over your budget, you have to start over again. So what we wanted to do is to make the EX60 simple. It's a car with very few choices, but it has all the right choices. Then you spend your time to customize the car. What color do you want? What room do you want? Because if you're buying furniture, those are the things that you want to pick yourself. And then what we also wanted to do is most of the functionality is going to be available standard. You don't have to choose to pay, oh, I want the app. No, everybody gets the app. I want Google. Yeah, everybody gets Google. So we wanted to make things much more simpler as a shopping experience for customers. And then starting in Sweden, what we also want to do is to bring more convenience in terms of including insurance. We will also include home electricity in Sweden. We're working with the electricity company to say, If our customer wants to buy a Volvo, we want to give them 3 years of free electricity for charging at home. In Sweden, we have the great partnership with Vattenfall to be able to do that. We want to bring that kind of convenience all over the world.
Yes.